So, hi there. Welcome back to Book Babble. I'm your host, John Hartness. Joining me, as always, my co-host, Melissa McArthur, our associate publisher at Falstaff Books. And joining us tonight, live from the lobby of the Double Trouble Hotel in Williamsburg, Virginia, from MarsCon 2020, is the unsuspecting Sharon Rice Weber, who happens to be walking safely, sanely to her bed.
Down the hallway.
When I said, "Hey Sharon, what you doing?" And in that tone that everyone has when I ask that question, she said, "Why?" But she still agreed to come hang out with us.
Because we know you, John. So.
Yeah, that's true.
And anyone who's ever never know.
You're not wrong.
It'll always be fun.
That's true.
So hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
What's going on?
It's called a convention.
It is?
It is. It's called MarsCon.
I thought it was just a bunch of drunks in a bar.
No.
We're not in a bar. We're in a lobby.
We're in the lobby. So.
Oh well.
But other than that, just hanging out. And
Yeah. So
trying to get back to my room.
So there might be people out here who don't know that your connection to the writing and publishing industry.
Oh.
Which you have a connection to the writing and publishing industry.
A little bit.
I worked in a bookstore for a while.
Yeah?
Yeah, that was. And I met the guy who would eventually become my husband.
In that bookstore?
In that bookstore, yeah.
Now, where was that bookstore?
It was a Walden Books. It was $1 million store in Greenville, South Carolina. So.
Aww.
Where in Greenville?
Yeah, in the mall, Haywood Mall.
Okay.
It's not there anymore because there aren't any Walden Books anymore. So.
Right.
Anyway, yeah, and so my husband is David Weber, author of the Honor Harrington series and about 90 other books.
Yeah, he's
give or take.
He's sold a book or two.
We've lost track of
Written a couple.
Exactly how many he's got out there. So.
Look, I've only got like a third of as many books out there, and I can't keep track of my stuff. So
I can't keep track of your stuff either, and I like to count things.
you can't keep track of my stuff, and you edit it all.
Yeah.
So
There's
what's
that.
going on in the Weberverse?
Way too many cons. We are busy, and this is our first con for the year, but
Well, the year's literally 2 weeks old.
2 weeks old. Over Thanksgiving, we took the kids to Poland and the Czech Republic for 2 weeks.
Yeah?
He had a con over there, so we decided it was our fourth trip, but it was the kids' first, so we took them.
Cool.
Took them there, and then this starts our year, and it looks like we're going to. I know we're going to be in Raleigh. Where else are we going? Oh, Anaheim, California. WonderCon in Anaheim. Yeah, David may be picking up an award in Mexico in
Nice.
March.
Awesome.
So we've got that, and Fantasy in Raleigh, and Dragon Con, of course, back in Atlanta.
Liberty this year?
We're probably not doing Liberty this year, so
I'll miss you.
we'll miss everybody.
I'll see you in Dragon.
Yeah, you'll see us at Dragon. So anyway, so I guess that's pretty much it.
Cool. So
So
usually I bring writers on and have them talk about a book that influenced them or the most recent book.
I could go get David.
You can, feel free, but what I want to talk to you about is a different type of long form storytelling that you may have some interest in.
Okay.
This is the 15th and final season of Supernatural.
Supernatural, it is. It is indeed. See my shirt?
So
I was wearing my TRMN stuff for
the day
earlier, so I put on my Supernatural shirt for tonight. So
makes sense.
yeah. So are you a fan?
I am. I'm
You a fan?
behind.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm behind.
How
I'm
can you
still
be behind?
Well, because I don't actually have live TV anymore.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm working my way through season 13, and I'm about to start season 14, and then I'll. Gail's probably got it DVR'd, so
Yeah, I
I'll
was
just go over to
fixing
her
to
house.
Just talk to Gail about that.
I want to
Yeah.
go. Then I can pet our dog.
Yeah.
So, tell us about your connection to Supernatural. You're a big fan.
I'm a big fan. I have a connection.
Well, I mean,
It's like,
you dig it. What got you into it? How long have you been a fan?
Okay, I came to the show very late because I didn't start until about season 12-ish.
Okay. About when Gail started.
Yeah. Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, she also came really late. She may have been like one season ahead of you.
Yeah. I had to have a bunch of surgeries. I had like 5 surgeries in 15 months, including 4 on my knees. So I wasn't doing a whole lot of walking. And since I was spending a lot of time in bed recuperating, I needed something that would fill the void for a long period of time. And some friends had been telling me, you should do the Supernatural show. And I was like, okay. So I kind of got into it. But the first pass, I was doing a lot of drugs for the surgeries.
Yeah.
A lot of pain meds.
Prescribed recommended dosages.
Yes, and sleeping a lot. So
not like what I do.
I would put it on Netflix and just start it, a season, and wake up and I was 12
Wake up
episodes.
And there's a damn Leviathan.
Yeah, I was 12 episodes in or whatever, so I was like, I guess I should watch this again. And so the second pass, I really got into it. And I deal with depression and PTSD, and I really found a lot to commiserate with the show, to the point, because I've always called my depression my demons, the demons I have to fight.
Yeah.
So I've got a tattoo on my ankle of the anti-demon possession.
Nice.
To try and help me to remember to keep my demons away. And keep them out. So.
A lot of people who are just casual fans may not know that the stars of the show have been very active in and very open about their own issues with depression.
Especially Jared Padalecki, who's Sam in the show. And I actually got to meet them at a SPN convention in Nashville about this time last year. So I gave him challenge coins of David's.
Yeah? Nice.
Yeah, and I told him, because in the fan club in the TRMN, one of I have a challenge coin, okay, as the Grand Duchess.
Okay.
And my motto for my house is Triumph Over Darkness, and the darkness again was my depression.
Yeah.
And so I gave them, the guys, the coins to.
Nice.
Yeah, to say thank you, because watching that show has really helped me put some perspective on my own demons and dealing with it, getting back up, fighting another day.
Yeah.
All of that. So.
It's funny, because last year was kind of a shit year for me, and I was having plenty of issues with my own demons.
Yep.
And I had a appointment with my doctor, my regular GP, and just literally lost my shit in her office.
She's like, we're putting you back on some medication.
Oh no, I never went off.
Oh, okay.
I never went off
We're
my
hoping
meds.
that one, so no.
Yeah. I was like, and I had no idea I was that bent out of shape.
Yeah.
But I lost my shit in her office, and she gave me the number of a grief counselor and said, you really need to talk to somebody. And being a small town southern man of a certain age, I didn't. But what I found a very strange solace in was binge watching Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
Because those characters on that show go through such trauma.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is actually normal trauma, and then they're shown, similar to the characters on Supernatural,
Yep.
they're shown dealing with that.
Yep.
And the last
I have to say, I've binged them too. That was right before Supernatural, so I'm like, yeah.
So you know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, and I found that to be really strangely helpful.
But having talked to my own doctors about liking Supernatural and a couple other shows, they were like, rewatching the show, rewatching the episodes is very actually cathartic, because you know what's going to happen, so it's not a surprise this time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you can relive those emotions and, come through the grief and everything at the end, just like the guys do.
Yeah.
And that's very beneficial for you in the long run, So I thought that was really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the series ending?
Well, I'm sad, of course. It's something that's been, very important to me, but it's only been in my life, like 3 years now or something.
Yeah.
So, I don't have the 15 years invested in it or more that some people do. And, I'm sad that it's ending. I think the guys have put a lot of, a lot of effort, love, and everything else that goes into making it work. They put a lot into it. I think they're going to do well no matter what they do because they're excellent actors.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, they're rebooting Walker, Texas Ranger with Jared, right?
Yeah. Yep. That's going to be. Yeah.
And Chris Evans is done being Captain America, so.
Yeah. Who knows?
Jensen would probably look good in those pants too.
He'd look good at
anything.
He'd be a good Batman. I have to say. Thank you. He'd be a great Batman.
Yeah.
We've accumulated a small audience because Sharon's fucking famous. So one of our audience members is just like hopping up and down in her chair about Jensen Ackles playing Batman.
He would be excellent. So I think they're going to do well no matter what. I don't think that they're totally finished with Supernatural. Hearing through some grapevines that there may be some made-for-TV movies or miniseries or maybe even, full
like
features.
Return to Gilligan's Island.
Kind of, but maybe not that bad. Yeah. So I'm hoping if they do something like that, that they get the crew back and do a quality show as opposed to just let's do something and do it in 2 minutes and
make
get it out there
a ton of money.
Yeah, make a lot of money. So. But I think the guys are going to keep it.
Yeah.
Keep it real. So I'm hoping that's how it goes.
Cool. Well, thank you for allowing me to sucker you into this.
You're welcome, John.
And
I'll get even with you, baby.
I'm sure. Now she's going to tell me what ship I have to transfer to in the TRMN. So, Daryl offered me cookies.
Ooh.
So. Thank you guys.
Dark side, so.
You damn right. So thank you guys for watching us. Thank you, Sharon, for joining us. And we'll be back live from the hot seat because the fireplace is still on.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.